KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM.
Stay tuned for the following special presentation from KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM. KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of Ottawa Arrows Post 60 American Legion Baseball. This ball game is being brought to you by our Legion Baseball title sponsor, State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King, and by the Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, Quality Structures Incorporated, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Sutton's Jewelry, Advent Health Ottawa, and by the Ottawa Recreation Commission, Kramer Pharmacy, Cosentino's Price Chopper, Kansas State Bank, also by Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, Arvest Bank, CarStar, C.S. Cunningham Construction, and the City of Ottawa. Now, from the Diamond, let's join KOFO Sports Director Gary Bateman.
And a pleasant good afternoon to you from Blue Springs, Missouri, where they saw quite a storm this morning. We're going to have some baseball action here from the FIKE Wood Bat Tournament between Ottawa and Warrensburg, post number 131. Storm came through here right before 9:30, which is when the games were supposed to start. High winds, hail, rain, you name it, they had it here, but we've got the field that we're going to be playing on in good shape. They're working on the other fields at this point in time, but this is actually the first game of the tournament, and Ottawa fortunate enough to have their schedule altered only just a little bit as we get set for baseball action. Let's give you the starting lineups. First of all, for Warrensburg, we have just last names in this situation. Number 10, Mitchell, the shortstop, leads off. Schroeder, the left fielder, bats second. Catching and batting third is Payne. Parrott, the third baseman, bats fourth. Hitting fifth and playing center field, Connard. White, the pitcher, bats sixth. Hitting seventh, playing at second base, Wade. Rockhold at first base, batting eighth. And hitting ninth in right field, Hink. For the Arrows, leading off and doing the catching, Liam Robertson. Batting second, and the pitcher, Wyatt Johnston. Hitting third, playing at third base, Wayne Laurie. First baseman, Aiden Michael, bats fourth. Hitting fifth, playing in center field, Michael Hull. Shortstop, Cole Swanson, bats sixth. In right field, batting seventh, Brody Mundell. Ty Gambrell is the second baseman. He'll hit eighth. And batting ninth, playing in left field, Tanner Gould. The Arrows have taken the field. They are going to be the home team here this afternoon. At this point, nothing else has changed for the Arrows. Kyle Altick said that they really kind of expected Ottawa's games to not be affected tomorrow. Keep your radios tuned to KOFO, and for our folks back at the radio station, want to keep tabs on the FIKE tournament website to try to find out if there's any changes made. Ottawa's scheduled right now to play at 12:30 tomorrow at Green Valley High School, and then back here at Hidden Valley Park at 5:30 they'll be taking on Ellsbury, Missouri at that time, and then Friday afternoon at 12:30 the Arrows will play against Moline, Illinois. Wyatt Johnston on the mound, making his fifth appearance on the season. 2 wins, no losses, an earned run average of 1.17. He's thrown 6 innings, allowed 5 hits, 6 runs, only 1 of those earned. Walked 4 and struck out 4. He threw a 4-inning no-hitter last Wednesday night against Oskaloosa, allowing just 3 base runners in the game. The lights are on here, which I think is kind of interesting, but I kind of get the feeling that they may be trying to do that to try to dry things out just a little bit. But again, this is a grass infield here, and the areas that are dirt on the base paths between first and second and third, and around the home plate area really look to be in fine condition. So we'll hope for the best here as we get set for action. For Warrensburg here in the first, it'll be Mitchell, Schroeder, and Payne. Mitchell stands in. He is a right-handed batter. And we're ready for action. Pitch is inside, and we're underway. Down too low, 2 balls, no strikes. Checked his swing, but the pitch was a strike, 2-1. Bounced up there, rolls back by us. 3 balls, 1 strike. .310 down the lines here, 330 to the alleys in left and right center. High ball forward and a leadoff walk to Mitchell. The batter will be Schroeder. Schroeder, the left fielder, also a right-handed batter. Pitch to him is a fastball in there, strike 1. A 1 pitch is swung on and missed. After this game, I believe they're planning on having their opening ceremonies. Scheduled going to wait about 7 o'clock. Pitch up over the head of Schroeder, 1-2 now. Runner first, nobody out. Runner goes, pitch is low. Robertson will make no throw. Two pitch. Chopper back to the mound, and Wild Johnston will look the runner back and throw to first for the out. One out, and the batter is the catcher, Payne. Payne also a right-handed batter. Fouled off down the third baseline. Runner out at second base, 1 away, just underway here in the top of the first. Line to the pitcher, throw back to second base, and it will be a double play. So Payne hit it hard, but right back to the mound. And the double play ends up going 1-4. Inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base for Warrensburg at the end of a half inning of play. It's Warrensburg nothing, and Ottawa coming to bat. And we'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
It's late at night. You'd been visiting family and you're on your way home. You didn't see the deer in front of you until it was too late. Everyone is safe. Your vehicle did its job and protected you. Now you get to find out if your auto insurance does the same. It will, because you have State Farm Auto Insurance through local agent Keith King in Ottawa.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa or visit online at keithking.net.
Evercraft sockets and tools available at Napa Auto Parts in Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner.
People like me are powerless over alcohol, and if we could outthink it, outrun it, do whatever we needed to do, we could beat it, but we can't by ourselves. Everything I have, everything I've done, I owe to Valley Hope.
An estimated 88,000 people die from alcohol-related causes annually, making it the third leading preventable cause of death in the United States. For more information, visit valleyhope.org. Sponsored by Valley Hope Association and the station.
Arrows come to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. They will send to the plate Liam Robertson, Wyatt Johnston, and Wayne Laurie. Defensively for Warrensburg in left field, Schroeder. Connard is the center fielder, and out in right, it's Hink. Third baseman is Parrott. Mitchell at shortstop. Wade, the second baseman. Rockhold at first. Payne is behind the plate, and it's a left-hander. White on the mound for post 131. Most of the teams here this week are Legion teams, not all of them. FIKE, the host team, is part of a Legion program, post number 499 here in Missouri. Coaching at third base for the Arrows will be Kyle Altick, and Brock Huddleston will coach over at first base here this afternoon. Liam Robertson will lead things off for the Arrows. Liam hitting .243 on the season, no home runs, 7 runs batted in. Line by White, the pitch. Strike at the knees. Swing and a miss by Robertson. He's down in the count 0-2. Arrows did not fare well in this tournament last year. They went 0-3. Fastball high and outside. Another fastball way upstairs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Foul back to the screen. Decent amount of foul ground behind the plate here. I am right behind home plate. Ground ball up the middle, and it's a base hit into center field. So Robertson leads off the Arrows half of the first with a single to center. The batter will be Wyatt Johnston. Wyatt's average .311, no homers, 6 runs batted in. In the air to center. Connor drifting back, still going back, and finally he has to reach up and one-handed. That ball really carried. So Johnston is out on the fly to center field, and there's one away. Now the batter, Wayne Laurie. Wayne's average .370 on the year. No homers, 15 runs batted in. Robertson at first base, 1 out. Fastball up high. In the dirt, nice stop by Payne, the catcher. Stretch, and the 2-0 pitch. Going after the 2-0 upstairs, and they fouls it back to the screen. And at first, 1 out. Bottom of the first, nothing. foul. This one will drift out of play over the screen. Safe lead at first for Robertson. That ball hit to left over Schroeder, and he makes the catch. He was looking up into the sun and had a little bit of problems with it. It came away with it. 2 down. And that'll bring Aiden Michael to the plate. Aiden's average .412. He has 2 home runs, 16 runs batted in. Now we'll have a courtesy runner over at first base for Robertson. That'll be Brett Hadel. Here's White's pitch to Michael. Fastball through there, strike 1. That one's in there, strike 2 called. Stretch, and the 0-2 pitch. Line drive over the shortstop's head into left center field, a base hit. Hadel will stop at second. Michael went down and got that pitch and just kind of served it over the shortstop's head. So now 2 on with 2 outs, the batter Michael Hull. Hull hitting .281, no homers, and 11 runs batted in. Pitch down low. Hadel at second base, Michael at first, 2 outs. Fastball missed outside, 2-0. Call strike. Hull was taking on the 2-0 pitch. 2-1 now. Missed away. 3-1. Cole Swanson waits in the Ottawa on deck circle. And the pitch misses outside, ball 4. So that will load the bases, and it will bring Cole Swanson to the plate. Cole hitting .281, no homers, 6 RBI. White now from the windup, and he fouls it back, strike 1. Outside, they'll throw behind the runner at third. Hadel's back. That went outside, 2-1. Swanson waits. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1. Pop foul, backing out of play. And that runs the count full. And now it will send the base runners in motion here, 3-2 with 2 outs. popped up, playable along the first base foul line, and the catch made by Rockhold, and that retires the side. For Ottawa in the first, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 3 left. At the end of 1 inning of play, Ottawa nothing, Warrensburg nothing. And we're back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Evercraft Air Tools, available at Napa Auto Parts in Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner.
Some things just don't stand the test of time. The Ulmerton Tower, the Hans Dickinson Museum of Fine Arts, the Richfield International Blimport. Never heard of these places? That's because they're not there. But if C.S. Cunningham had built them, they'd all be household names by now. Speaking of households, how's your foundation holding up after this winter? Call C.S. Cunningham to take a look for free. Concrete that's concrete. C.S. Cunningham, 785-242-7101.
Top of the second for Warrensburg, it'll be the middle third of the order. Parrott, Connard, and White. Wyatt Johnston walked the leadoff man in the top of the first, but after he stole second, he was erased on a line drive double play. Ottawa loaded the bases with 2 outs, could not get the run in. And that was a pretty constant theme on Monday night over at Chanute. The team had 14 hits, but managed just 3 runs in an 11-3 loss. Parrott, the third baseman, will lead things off. Pitch from Johnston, low and inside. Another pitch low, 2-0. Hit into shallow right. That one is going to drop in front of Mundell for a hit. So Parrott has the first hit for Warrensburg. The batter will be the center fielder, Connard. Connard, a right-handed hitter, as was Parrott, by the way. Fastball up and in. Parrott inches away over at first. Safe lead for him. Bunted down the third base line. It's a beauty, and Wayne Laurie will throw to first, but not in time. That ball was deadened perfectly by Connard. Went only about 20 feet down the third baseline. Laurie really had no play. So first and second, nobody out. The batter will be White, the pitcher. White bats right-handed. He throws left-handed. This is a bunting situation here. White is swinging away and misses, strike one. Now around to bunt. He gets it down the third base line. Fielded by Johnston. Throw to first is in time. And the runners take second and third. Another nice bunt. But Johnston got over there quickly. Was able to throw White out. The sacrifice goes 1-3. 1 out. Wade will be the batter. He is the second baseman, and he is a left-handed hitter. Foul back, strike one. Middle infielders are back. Outside, got away from the catcher, but no advance. Laurie at third, Michael at first, playing on the infield grass. Fastball misses high and away. 2 balls, 1 strike to Wade. Parrott at third, Connard at second, with 1 out top of the second. Swing and a miss. Good fastball. 2-2. Pitch misses outside. Full count now. The 3-2 pitch is outside. He walked him. Loads the bases for the first baseman, Rockhold. Rockhold, a right-handed batter. Swings and misses, strike 1. Popped it foul, first base side out of play. Johnston could use a strikeout here. Bases loaded, 1 out. Line drive up the middle and into center field, a base hit. Hull charging, runner around third. Now Hull overran the ball, and another runner will score. Johnston made the 0-2 pitch a little too good, and Rockhold took it back through the box. Warrensburg takes a 2-0 lead. First and second now with 1 away for Hink, the right fielder. Fastball high. That ball is hit to Gambrell at second. He'll throw to short for 1. Back to first and a high throw, and safe at first. Swanson's throw, not a good one. He pulled Michael off the bag with a high throw. Now back to the top of the order. Runners will be at the corners for Mitchell, who walked and stole a base his first time. Fouled it back. You can never assume a double play, but really Ottawa probably should be out of the inning right there. Ground ball past the second baseman into right field for a hit. And the score is Wade, and that makes it 3-0. Here is Schroeder. He bounced back to Johnston, the pitcher, his first time. And he does that again. Johnston throws to first to retire the side. With a good round for Warrensburg, 3 runs on 4 hits. No Ottawa errors, 2 left on base. At the end of an inning and a half, it's Warrensburg 3, Ottawa nothing. And we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Napa Auto Parts has Gravely Lawnmowers. Stop by locations in Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner today. KOFO and State Farm agent Ryan Dispro are sending you to the K to see the Kansas City Royals this summer. To win tickets, register at Ryan's State Farm office at 504 Redbud Avenue in Garnett, and you can be there to see the Royals host the Blue Jays on July 29th. We'll announce the winner on July 25th during the Brad Howard Early Morning Show.
And Alex hits one well. Deep right center field. That's a way back, and it's off the top of the wall. And the Royals have tied it on Gordon's double.
Register now to see the Kansas City Royals from State Farm agent Ryan Dispro and KOFO.
Arrows will have the lower third of the order due up here in the second. That'll be Brody Mundell, Ty Gambrell, and Tanner Gould. In the first, Arrows got a leadoff single by Liam Robertson and a two-out single by Aiden Michael. Michael Hull walked to load the bases, but then Cole Swanson popped out to first. And scheduled games tomorrow at 12:30 against Lee Summit, 5:30 against Ellsbury, Missouri. Brody Mundell will stand in. Brody hitting .231 on the year, no homers, 5 runs batted in. Left-hander White goes to work. That pitch misses low. One-0 pitch is fouled out of play, right side by Mundell. Here's the wind and the 1-1 pitch. Fastball high. They use 3 fields here at Hidden Valley. This is the number 2 field, even though it's called number 3. Swing and a miss, 2-2. And the reason for that is this is the other grass infield. The Jim Moran field is the main diamond. Fouled off the mask of the catcher Payne, still 2-2. So if they're going to play one game here, it's going to be at Moran Field. They're playing a couple. It's probably the second one's probably going to be on this diamond. There is a skin infield also. It's listed as number 1. Ottawa will play there tomorrow afternoon. Foul ball down the right field line, twisting out of play. I say tomorrow afternoon. I believe they're actually scheduled to play there maybe Friday afternoon. Slow breaking ball is up too high to count full now to Mundell. All 4 outside. So Mundell works a walk to lead off the second. Batter is Ty Gambrell. Gambrell's average .356, no homers and 8 runs batted in. Left-hander against left-hander. Bunted at and fouled at the plate, strike 1. Arrows trail 3-0 here in the bottom of the second. They have a runner at first, nobody out. One pitch in the dirt, rolls away from the catcher and down to second base Mundell. A wild pitch charge to White, the pitcher. A ball and a strike to Gambrell. chopper to the right side, and it's off the glove of the second baseman, and now he has no play. Wade let the ball play him right there, and he'll be charged with an error. Mundell takes third. So runners at the corners, nobody out for Tanner Gould. Tanner at 191 on the year, no homers, 5 runs batted in. Stretch by White. Pitch. Outside. Gould 3 hits the other night at Chanute. Down low, 2-0. Mundell at second, or third base rather, Gambrel at first. Didn't mean to do it. Ground ball to the right side. Rockhold's only play will be first base, and he's out. Gambrel takes second, now 1 away, back to the top of the order for Liam Robertson. Liam singled to center his first time. Hit to right in the air. Tagging is Mundell. The catch is made. The throw will come into the cutoff man. In fact, it will go over the cutoff man's head. Mundell will score. Gambrel to third. It's 3-1. RBI number 8 on the season for Robertson. Runner at third base, 2 outs. Wyatt Johnston, the batter, he flied out to deep center his first time up. Takes low. Called strike 1-1. White working from the windup. Hit down the right field line in foul territory. Everybody getting chased, but it'll drop. So Johnston behind in the count, 1-2 now. Low curve is low. Now the 2-2 pitch. Outside. Wayne Laurie would hit if Johnston reaches base. Hit at the third baseline, foul. Johnson reaching for that pitch, just got the bat on it. And the count remains 3-2. Reaching for a high fastball, he pops it up. And the first baseman, Rockhold, collides with the pitcher, but Rockhold hangs on to the ball for the third out of the inning. For Ottawa in the second, 1 run, no hits, 1 error, 1 left. At the end of 2 innings of play, the score is Warrensburg 3, Ottawa 1, and we'll return in 30 seconds. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Car need a paint job? Napa Auto Parts can mix paint to ensure your car looks the way you want it. In Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner. Advent Health Ottawa invites you and your friends to register for the Movin' for Life Ransom 5K Run and Sand Volleyball Tournament on August 3rd. For more information and registration, visit adventhealthottawa.com and click on Classes and Events. Advent Health Ottawa, helping you feel whole.
Do you know if your AC is ready to beat the heat this summer? You can find out by calling Adamson Brothers today at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
3, 4, and 5 hitters due up for Warrensburg here in the top of the third. That'll be Payne, Parrott, and Connard. Warrensburg with 3 in the second inning, and Ottawa with 1 in their half. Tournament continues through Sunday here. Payne will lead things off. He lined into a double play, lined one right back to the box that Johnston speared and threw to second to double up Mitchell. Ball hit down the left field line and shallow, and Gould will have to play it on a hop for a base hit. That ball was not hit hard. But Payne is on to lead off the third. That is the 5th Warrensburg hit. Now Parrott, who dumped a single into right field his first time up, came around to score the first Warrensburg run. Breaking ball is low and away. Foul ball out of play, first base side. Johnston's 1-1 pitch, but first to throw to first. Runner back easily. Stretch, 1-1 pitch, and it hit him. That'll put 2 on with nobody out. The batter will be Connard, who bunted for a single and scored a run in the second. It's very likely a bunting situation right here. Inside, 1-0. 3-1 Warrensburg. They're threatening again here in the top of the third inning. On it. It's a beauty. The play will be third base, though, and Robertson gets the out there. Payne did not get a good jump from second base right there, so it's a fielder's choice. Play going 2-5. 1 out, and the batter will be White, who sacrificed his first time up. That time, Connor really did not get the ball quite far enough out in front of the plate. It allowed Robertson to come out of the box, and he had an easy throw to third base. Pitch to White is swung on and missed. Down low, 1-1. Hitting the shallow right. Mundell right in his tracks makes the catch, and no advance by the runner, but then a high throw, and still the runner staying out at second base. Mundell airmailed the throw to third. He should be hitting the cutoff man in that situation, but no damage. 2 outs in the inning. Now the batter Wade, who walked and scored in that 3-run second. Keith King, your State Farm insurance agent at 111 South Main, is our title sponsor of Legion Baseball this season on KOFO. Have Keith help you with all of your insurance needs. Call him at 242-9435. Swing and a miss by Wade, strike one. Foul ball out of play. 2 strikes now to Wade. Parrott at second base, Connard at first with 2 outs. Warrensburg leading at 3-1 here in the top of the third. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that's the inning. In the third for Warrensburg, no runs, a hit, 2 left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the third inning. Warrensburg 3 and Ottawa 1. And we'll return in 30 seconds. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Dr. Mike Hyatt, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic.
People in the United States will suffer at least 1 or 2 episodes of debilitating back pain in their life. You know, we see an epidemic in prescription medication abuse and overdose. Chiropractic is a natural, hands-on, patient-centered health care treatment for low back pain, for neck pain, for mid-back pain. We're an alternative to having to take medications. We're an alternative to having to have surgery.
For your free consultation, call 785-242-4100.
The other one was? Thank you. For Warrensburg here to start the bottom of the third inning, this will be Parrott on the mound. Barron will come in, and he will now be over at third base. And he will bat in White's spot in the order. So White went a couple of innings. He allowed an unearned run, 2 hits, walked 2, did not strike anybody out. For the Arrows here in the bottom of the third, Wayne Laurie, Aiden Michael, and Michael Hull. This tournament really effectively ends the regular season for the Arrows. They have nothing scheduled now until the zone tournament, which gets underway not next week, but the week after that. A chance for people to get some rest. And we can get everybody back for the zone tournament as well. Ottawa's not really played with their full roster, I don't think, at all this season. Wayne Laurie will lead things off. He flied out to the left fielder in the first. Takes down low. Low again, 2-0. Pitch is outside. 3-0 count to Laurie. And ball 4. So Parrott misses with 4 in a row, and Laurie draws the leadoff walk. Aiden Michael, the batter, he served a single into left center field his first time up. Takes low, and a nice stop by Payne on that ball in the dirt. Michael representing the tying run here in the bottom of the third inning. Arrows trail 3-1. Another one missing, this one low and outside. And the plate is dancing around for Parrott. Down low. Three-0 to Michael is inside. He draws a walk. Time call. We'll have a visit from the dugout. Probably just a matter of settling Parrott down a little bit. He has missed with his first 8 pitches. Arrows scheduled to play at 12:30 and 5:30 tomorrow. Again, listen to KOFO. We'll keep you up to date on any changes to that schedule. Michael Hole stands in. He drew a walk in the first. It's low. Eric continues to miss in about the same place. Just below the knees, 2 balls, no strikes. Laurie out at second, Michael at first, nobody out. Missed away. Ball waits. 3-0 pitch is ball 4 low. Loads the bases for Cole Swanson. Cole, with the bases loaded, 2 outs in the first, popped out to the first baseman. There is warm-up action now down the right field line for Warrensburg. That appears to be Zink, a left-hander. Called strike to Swanson, 0-1. In the dirt, nice block there by Payne, kept the ball from rolling too far away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Barrett from the wind. That one caught the outside corner, 1-2. Line drive into right field. That is going to be down for a base hit. 1 run will score, and they'll hold Michael at third. And the Arrows back within a run at 3-2. Good piece of hitting right there by Swanson. He just reached the bat out, sent it to right field. Laurie scores. Batter will be Brody Mundell. Brody drew a walk and scored in the second. And I think that's going to do it for Parrott right here. So Parrott faces 4 hitters, gets none of them out, and Warrensburg will change pitchers here in the bottom of the third. Ottawa trails 3-2. We'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Do you know what Napa Know-How means? Their staff is knowledgeable and friendly, serving you in Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest Bank. My goal today? Play an epic drum solo. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Sorry about that. Maybe I should have let an expert help me accomplish my goal. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. We can help you rock out buying a new home in no time. Get pre-qualified in person or on your phone. When it comes to your finances, trust the experts. Trust Arvest, Equal Housing Lender.
America is kept safe because the Army National Guard responds, protects, and supports our nation when it needs them most. The Army National Guard responds to disasters such as wildfires and floods. They protect us with missile defense, cybersecurity, and civilian support teams for chemical, biological, and radiological hazards. Be there for your community and your country. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Mitchell, a right-hander, is the new pitcher for Warrensburg. He came in from shortstop, and Parrott will trade places with him, staying in the ball game and out at short now. Arrows have a run home and the bases loaded, nobody out here in the bottom of the third, trailing 3-2. The batter will be Brody Mundell. 3 walks on a total of 12 pitches to Laurie, Michael, and Hole, and then Swanson with a single to right to drive home a run. Mundell stands in. Squeezes on. Bunt is fouled. Back of the plate, strike 1. The Arrows attempting the suicide squeeze right there. Mundell was able to get bat on the ball, which is the most important thing. Stretched by Mitchell. And a pitch in for a strike, 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Well, that's a big out right there. Now Ty Gambrell comes to the plate. He reached on an error by the second baseman back in the second. Warrensburg will look for a ground ball and a chance at an inning-ending double play. Mitchell shaking off signs. Gambrell asks for time. Off-speed pitch is high. Michael at third base, Hole at second, Swanson at first. 1 away. Called strike on the inside corner. Fouled at the plate by Gambrell, strike 2. Mitchell to the belt, the pitch. Struck him out with a fastball. Well, so now it'll be up to Tanner Gould if Ottawa's going to score any more here in this inning. Tanner was out on a slow grounder to first his first time up. Long look at third. Gould asks for time. strike, 0-1. The Arrows left the bases loaded in the first. They don't want to do that again here in the third. Swing and a miss to the pitch down in the dirt. It's 0-2. Check the swing, the pitch down low. Strike 3 called. Mitchell comes in and strikes out the side with the bases loaded, and Ottawa out here in the third. They get a run, 1 hit. There were no errors, 3 left on base. At the end of 3 innings of play, it's Warrensburg 3 and Ottawa 2, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Smart Ottawa shoppers know Cosentino's Price Chopper has the best rewards program in town. Only Price Chopper lets you earn points on all your purchases. Visit mypricechopper.com and start saving on food or fuel today. Shop Cosentino's, your local family-owned grocer since 1948.
The City of Ottawa makes it easy for you to stay informed and be part of your community by visiting their website, ottawaks.gov. You can sign up for city alerts and city news, report an issue you'd like to see taken care of, even pay your bill online. It's where the city and citizens come together online at ottawaks.gov.
3-2 Warrensburg as we move to the top of the fourth. Rockhold, Hink, and Mitchell. Boy, Ottawa had a golden opportunity there in the third. They had a run home, bases loaded, nobody out. And then Mitchell coming in relief, struck out the side. Had a good time today at the Arrows Coaches Show, live from Pizza Time with your host, Eric Chappell. Had a chance to talk with Derek a little about the anniversary teams, state championship teams in Ottawa from 1994 and 2009. You can catch that show each Wednesday afternoon during the ball season, 12:20 until 1 o'clock. It's live from Pizza Time, and it's right here on KOFO. Rockhold to lead things off, drove home a run, actually a couple runs with a single to center his first time up. Strike called, 0-1. Curve a little bit low, 1-1. Around on the check swing, 1-2 now to Rockhold. Foul ball down the right field line, out of play. Another 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Second strikeout for Wyatt Johnston. Hink the batter. Hink grounded into a fielder's choice back in the second. Swings and misses at high fastball, strike 1. 3-2 Warrensburg here in the top of the fourth. Swing and a miss, it's 0-2. Just below the knees, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Struck him out. Robertson will tag him. And there's 2 away. Now back to the top of the order for Mitchell. Mitchell has walked and singled to right. He's driven home a run. Pitch to him is hit to right field and deep. Going back on it, Mundell looking up. This ball is going to be all the way to the fence. Mundell will get into the cutoff man, and he'll hold Mitchell to a double. So a two-out base runner for Warrensburg, and the batter will be Schroeder, who has twice been thrown out by the pitcher, Johnston. That ball hit into right center field. That's going to be down for extra bases. Hall will throw to second base, and he'll end up holding Schroeder to a single, but down the line to score is Mitchell to make it 4-2. Good job there by Michael Hall to cut that ball off and made a strong throw into second base. Kyle Altick out of the Ottawa dugout. Johnston struck out the first two batters, but then a double to right and a single to right center. Whereas the Arrows have not been able to get the two-out hit in this ball game. Warrensburg has a couple of two-out RBIs. And we are the only tournament action going on here. Rather big storm came through this area at about 9:15, 9:20 this morning. Wiped out all the games at all of the locations. And this was the first one to get underway. Johnston will stay in the ball game. Hadel is warming up down the left field line for Ottawa. The batter, Payne, has lined into a double play and singled to left. Throw over to first, runner back. Inside to Payne. Grounder to third, up with it Laurie. Throw across in time to retire the side. But Warrensburg gets a two-out run on a couple of hits. There were no Ottawa errors, one left on base. We'll move to the bottom of the fourth. Warrensburg 4 and Ottawa 2. We're back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Technology, mobile banking. I totally heart my bank.
Kansas State Bank. A better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Kramer Pharmacy, your local hometown pharmacy, makes it easy for you to pick up or drop off your prescription during the Legacy Square construction. Park at their designated stalls or near 134 South Main and call 242-0240. They'll bring your prescription right out or pick up your written script.
Top of the Arrows order for here in the bottom of the fourth. Liam Robertson, Wyatt Johnston, and Wayne Laurie. Mitchell came on in the third with the bases loaded, nobody out, proceeded to strike out Mundell, Gambrell, and Gould. And Ottawa, looking to tie it or take the lead, just came up empty. Payne was the last batter in the top of the inning here. He's still getting the catcher's gear on. Warrensburg with 3 in the second and 1 in the fourth. Ottawa with single runs in the second and third. Clouds gathering here, but it's not really threatening. You kind of expect with the type of weather that we've had those pop-up thunderstorms from time to time. That's what happened here, but it was a rather severe thunderstorm. You know, we had some rain and a little bit of wind move through the Ottawa area this morning, but nothing like they got here. Liam Robertson leads things off, singled in the first, sacrifice fly to right in the second. Outside corner, fastball by Mitchell, strike one. Swing and a miss as a sinker. No balls, 2 strikes. The bottom just fell out of that ball. And now Payne out to the mound. Evidently struggling with the signs, making sure that his pitcher has the correct signs. Two-strike pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's 4 in a row struck out by Mitchell. Now Wyatt Johnston. Wyatt is slide to center and pop to the first baseman. Outside. Arrows with 3 hits. Johnson takes a fastball high, 2-0. Warrensburg has 7 hits in the game. Through there for a strike. Johnston was taking 2-0. Ground ball, and that is going to go into left field for a base hit. So Johnston has Ottawa's 4th hit of the game. And Wayne Laurie, representing the tying run, will come to the plate. Wayne has slid to left, walked and scored. Johnston pretty good speed at first. That ball is hit to the third baseman on the line. He'll throw back to first, and the ball gets past Rockhold. There goes Johnston trying for second. A good throw will get him, and he is going to be safe. The throw to the outfield side of the bag, and Johnston was able to slide in. So 2 outs, runner at second base. Batter will be Aiden Michael, who is singled and walked. Curve is outside. Ball hit down the right field line, but twisting foul. Michael trying to go the opposite way with that one and hit it hard, but foul down along the fence line. Johnston out at second, 2 away. Swing and a miss at that sinking pitch that Mitchell throws. You would almost think that that was something like a fork ball. Catcher shaken up on the play. He had to take that one off the chest protector. I'll play the umpire there with him. I think you're going to try to get him a drink of water. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Warrensburg leads at 4-2. Ottawa has a runner at second base with 2 away. I tell you what, the catching position, such an important position on any team. You've got to be willing to sacrifice the body on just about anything. That pitch was thrown in the dirt. Payne had to come up, catch him in the chest protector, and kind of shook him up a little bit. So the count 1-2 to Michael. And he may want to look for the same pitch right here. Check of the runner. Breaking ball is outside. Two pitch in the dirt, goes on back to the backstop, and Johnston will drop down to third. Full count now to Michael. That ball is hit to left field and deep. It carries over the left fielder's head, and it's going to roll all the way to the fence. Johnston will score. Michael, the second base, and holding with a double. Braden Michael, double number 9 on the season. And the Arrows back within a run once again. The batter will be Michael Hull. Michael has walked twice. Fastball high. Strike at the knees, 1-1. One pitch. Foul ball, first base side, will drift out of play. So now Hull needs to be aware of that sinking pitch that Mitchell throws here down in the count 1-2. Strike 3 call. Caught the inside corner, and the inning is over. Ottawa gets a run, though, on a couple of hits. There was one error and one left on base. We'll move to the fifth. Warrensburg 4 and Ottawa 3, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Have you ever walked into a business and been treated so well by the people that work there, you can tell they were meant to do what they do? That's what you feel when you walk into Sutton's Jewelry in downtown Ottawa. For more than 50 years, you've been treated with personal service and attention while being shown the best in high-quality jewelry and accessories. If you want to drive out of town, be treated like a number so an associate can make a commission, and walk out with jewelry like everybody else, go right ahead. But for a unique jewelry buying experience, walk into Sutton's Jewelry at 213 South Main in downtown Ottawa. Open Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5:30, Saturdays 10 to 2.
New pitcher for the Arrows here in the top of the fifth. It's right-hander Brett Hadel. Appearing for the 10th time on the season, he has a record of 1 win, 2 losses, an earned run average of 4.08. He has thrown 22 1/3 innings, allowed 20 hits, 15 runs, 13 of them earned. He has walked 13 and struck out 17. Wyatt Johnston stays in the ball game. He's out in left field now. And so Hadel will bat in Gould's spot in the order. Johnston goes 4 innings, allows 7 hits, 4 runs, all earned. He walked a couple, hit a man, and he struck out 3. We're 4-3 ball game as we move here to the top of the fifth. For Warrensburg, Parrott will lead things off. He has singled to right, been hit by a pitch. Curve in there for a strike. Fastball caught the outside corner, 0-2. Fouled at the plate. Parrott didn't mean to do it. It got a piece of the bat. Dropped at the feet of Robertson. And the pitch hits him. Leadoff walk is a bad thing. The leadoff hit batsman with an 0-2 count just seems so much worse. Now Connard, the batter, he has bunted for a single and been reaching on fielder's choice on a bunt attempt. Breaking ball for a strike. Oh, 1 delivery. Curve over, strike 2 called. Runner leads away from first. 0-2 pitch, popped up, foul territory. Everybody giving chase. Lowry can't get up, catch up with it. Ball's harmlessly in foul territory. Wind now picking up here at Hidden Valley Park. Count remains 0-2 to Connard. With a runner at first, nobody out here in the fifth. Struck him out with a fastball. 1 away. And now Barron will bat for the first time today. Right-handed hitter. Throw over to first, runner back. Hadel's pitch. Runner goes, pitches a ball, the throw to second base. Will roll on into center field. Swanson will throw to third, but it will not be in time. Now a runner at third with 1 away. Ottawa's going to bring the infield in. Fastball high. field from the stretch. Pitch to Barron. Strike for the breaking ball. 2 balls and a strike. Swing at a foul tip, 2-2. Struck him out with a pitch on the outside part of the plate. So 2 outs. Now Wade, the second baseman, who has walked and struck out. Now the infielders can move back to normal depth. Strike over the outside corner. Chopper to first. Michael up with it, steps on the bag, side retired. In the 5th, Warrensburg, no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Warrensburg 4 and Ottawa 3. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Quality Structures Incorporated in Richmond is proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast. They know that experience matters on the field and when it comes to your building needs. Visit qualitystructures.com and put their years of experience in constructing post-frame buildings to work for you.
Save time and hassle later by checking your vehicle now to be sure all of your lights and signals are in working order, adjust mirrors, and check your tire pressure. This reminder from CarStar Ottawa. Call 242-8916. CarStar. Relax. We'll take it from here.
Ottawa trails by a run as they come to bat here in the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be Cole Swanson, Brody Mundell, and Ty Gambrell. Mitchell, the pitcher for Warrensburg, has been on since the 3rd inning. He has struck out 5. He is allowed a run. Once again, a shout out to our title sponsor, Keith King, your State Farm Insurance agent at 111 South Main. Keith's phone number 242-9435. He can help you with auto, home, life, renter's insurance. Give him a call. And thanks, Keith, for being our title sponsor of American Legion Baseball on KOFO. Substitution for Warrensburg. Zink now in right field. He replaces Hink. Cole Swanson will lead things off. Cole popped out in the 1st. RBI single to right in the 3rd. Grounder to the hole, speared by the 3rd baseman. From his knees, throws offline, and Swanson will be safe. Nice play by Barron to his left, but he tried to throw from his backside, and the throw was offline. It'll be an infield single for Cole Swanson. So the tying run is on with nobody out. Here's Brody Mundell. Brody struck out his last time up. He's also walked and scored. Mundell takes on the letter, strike called. Ground ball foul past 3rd. Nothing in 2 the count. Runner at first, nobody out. in the dirt. And the count now 1-2. Ground ball, slowly hit toward the mound. They'll play to second base. They'll get the out there, throw back to first, and what are they going to do? They're going to call double play there on a slide? They're going to say that the slide at second base was illegal, and they're going to call both runners out. So 2 out in the inning, nobody on. Here's Ty Gambrell. Gambrell has reached on an error and struck out swinging. Chops this one towards short, pair it up with it, guns it across, and gets him by a step. So the arrow's out here in the 5th. No runs, a hit, nobody left. At the end of 5, Warrensburg 4, Ottawa 3. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
The Ottawa Recreation Commission is your place for activities and other programs designed to keep the members of our community active and healthy. Visit us at the GOT building or online at orcottawaks.org to see recreation options for all ages. Ottawa Recreation Commission, bring recreation to life.
This is Craig Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. All of our locations sell monuments. We have talented people who are experts in bringing your ideas to life to help you create the monument you envision. The possibilities are unlimited.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
We move to the top of the 6th for Warrensburg, Rockhold, Zink, and Mitchell. Warrensburg took the lead in the 2nd. Ottawa's gotten it back within a run a couple of times, but can't get over the humps at this point. They'll have a few more chances at it. Now it's Brett Hadel's job to keep the game at that deficit. Just 1 run. Rockhold will lead things off. 2-run single in the 2nd inning, called out on strikes in the 4th. Hadel's pitch misses inside. Fastball's up too high, 2-0. Chopped over the mound. Backhanded by Gambrell. Good play, and he'll throw out Rockhold. Not only did Gambrell backhand that ball, but he backhanded it on the short hop. Nice play, and there's 1 out in the inning. The batter will be Zink, hitting for the first time. He is now out in right field for Warrensburg. Left-handed batter. Fastball low. Too high, 2 balls, no strikes. We're in the top of the 6th, 4-3 Warrensburg as they bat with 1 out and nobody on. Kerr for a strike. Fastball sails up there, 3-1. Another breaking ball in there, strike 2 called. Strike Strike three call with the breaking pitch. Third strikeout for Hadel. 2 out here in the Warrensburg sixth. Batter is Mitchell, who has walked, singled, and doubled. Curve is chopped up the third base line, foul. Mitchell back in. Takes the fastball high, 1-1. Breaking ball a little high, 2 balls, 1 strike. Base is empty, 2 out. Slowly hit ground ball towards short, up with it Swanson. Throws low, and Michael digs it out. That retires the side. 3 up, 3 down in the 6th for Warrensburg. We'll move to the bottom of the 6th inning. Ottawa trails 4-3, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
You got to the game late, and the only place to park turned out to be a little too close to foul territory. But you're not worried. In fact, you watch the rest of the game before you even go check the damage. How can you be so confident? Your auto insurance is with local State Farm agent Keith King. There's a reason State Farm is the largest auto insurer in the U.S.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa, or visit online at keithking.net.
9-1 and 2 hitters up for the Arrows here in the 6th. Be Brett Hadel, then Liam Robertson, and Wyatt Johnston. Warrensburg has led since the 2nd inning. Ottawa with single runs in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Again, keep your radios tuned to KOFO in case there's any change in the schedule. But right now, Ottawa is slated to play 2 games tomorrow at 12:30 from Green Valley High School and at 5:30 back here at Hidden Valley Park. And a single game on Friday afternoon at 12:30 against Moline, Illinois. I think I may have my teams mixed up tomorrow. I think our game at 5:30 tomorrow is against Moline, and Ellsbury is the opponent on Friday afternoon. Brett Hadel will lead things off. Brett hitting .268 on the season, no homers, 10 runs batted in. Mitchell back to work for Warrensburg. Swing and a miss by Hadel, 0-1. Breaking pitch missed down low, 1-1. Little looper into shallow center, and that was going to be caught by Connor. Nice play. Ball hung up just enough for Connor to come and get it, and there's 1 out. Now Liam Robertson. Liam is 1 for 2 with an RBI on a sacrifice fly back in the 2nd inning. Fastball outside. the air to shallow right. Coming hard is Zink. He will get there, and he'll make the catch. 2 down. Now Wyatt Johnston, who singled and scored his last time up. He's 1 for 3. Strike at the knees, 0-1. Foul ball over by the on-deck hitter, Laurie. And Johnston is behind in the count, 0-2. Up too high with off-speed pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Base is empty, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Warrensburg on top by 1. Missed away. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. That sinker, and it was into the dirt. Count runs full. That ball hit in the left center field. That's going to get down for a hit, and it's going to roll on past Conard and all the way to the fence. Johnston into second base. He'll have a stand-up double. Now Wayne Laurie, who's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Line to the third baseman his last time up. In the dirt, nice stop by Payne, the catcher. Time called by the home plate umpire. Tying run out of second, 2 away. Another pitch in the dirt, 2-0. Laurie back in. Johnston leads away out at second. Spin, soft toss toward second base bag. Johnston easily back. Down below the knees, 3-0. Ball 4 outside. So that puts the lead run on. Brings Aiden Michael to the plate. Aiden is 2 for 2 with a walk. Single to left center in the first. Double to deep left in the fourth. Mitchell's pitch inside. Curve in there for a strike, 1-1. Foul at the plate, 1-2. You really would not expect Mitchell to give Michael a fastball, but got to be alive for anything here with the count 1-2. Gets away from the catcher. Down to third base goes Johnson to second, Laurie. And the count is 2-2 to Michael. Up too high, a full count. Line fair past third and down the left field line. 2 runs will score. Michael on his way to second base, and the Arrows have taken the lead. Batter Michael Hull. Michael has walked twice, 0 for 1 officially. Fastball is high. Throw to second, runner's back. That ball hit in the air in left center field and deep. Going back on it, still retreating, and that ball is going to be over the head of the left fielder. Michael's going to come in to score. It's a double for Michael Hull. And here comes a visit from the Warrensburg dugout. Well, all of a sudden, Ottawa coming alive with 2 outs. Double to left center by Johnston, the walk to Laurie, and the 2-run double down the left field line by Michael, and then Hull laces one deep over the left fielder's shoulder's head. And the Arrows have taken a 6-4 lead. Plate umpire out now is going to break up the meeting. Mitchell's going to stay in the ball game. He'll face Cole Swanson. Cole 2 for 3. Mitchell's pitch to Swanson. Taken low. Ottawa now with 9 hits in the ball game. Down the dirt. Payne keeps it in front of him. Once again in the dirt, and again Payne doing a nice job to stop it. Count 3-0 to Swanson. Stretch. 3-0 pitch, a strike. Arrows have scored 3 here in the 6th. They lead now 6-4. Swanson takes up high. Count now 3-1. Ball 4 outside. So 2 on, and Brody Mundell the batter. Brody 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Mundell takes outside 1-0. All this occurring after 2 are out. Slowly hit the ground ball to the third baseman. He'll wait for Hull. and make the tag to retire the side. And Ottawa takes the lead, 3 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and 2 left on base. We'll go to the 7th. Ottawa 6 and Warrensburg 4. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest Bank. My goal today? Play an epic drum solo. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Sorry about that. Maybe I should have let an expert help me accomplish my goal. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. We can help you rock out buying a new home in no time. Get pre-qualified in person or on your phone. When it comes to your finances, trust the experts. Trust Arvest, Equal Housing Lender.
We move to the 7th. It'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters up for Warrensburg, Schroeder, Payne, and Parrott. Brett Hadel's been on since the 5th inning. Schroeder will be the leadoff man. He drove home a run with a single to right center his last time up. 1 for 3 on the evening. Pitch from Hadel. Breaking ball is high. Fastball up high, 2-0. Fly ball into right center field, has a chance to drop. Mundell can't get there in time. Base hit for Schroeder. That brings a tying run to the plate. Payne, the batter, he is 1 for 3, a 3rd inning single. Popped it up, foul and out of play. Ground ball right side, and that gets on through, base hit. Runner stops at second, 2 on with nobody out. Number 4 batter Parrott up. He is singled and twice been hit by pitches. Now you might expect a bunt in this situation. Down a couple of runs, they've moved the runners into scoring position, but you have lots of options here. Ottawa needs an out. Outside, 1-0. Line into right center field. That's down for a base hit. A run will score. Runners will be at the corners. And Warrensburg back within 1. Batter is Connard. He is 1 for 3, a bunt single back in the 2nd inning. 3 straight singles, and Warrensburg has cut the deficit, and now Ottawa's going to walk Connard. They want to face Barron in this situation. So it sets up a force at every base. Barron 0 for 1, struck out his only time up. An interesting strategy there. Eagles' fastball is high. The Ottawa infield comes in now. Well, you'd think they might play back with a one-run lead. Curve for a strike, 1 ball, 1 strike to Barron. You're going to walk the bases loaded. I get the strategy, but popped it up. Infield fly rule should be called. Gambrell will make the catch, and that's 1 big out. So now the batter is Wade, who is 0 for 2 with a walk. Now let's see how Ottawa plays it. They're going to keep the infield in, and I would move those middle infielders back for a chance for a ground ball double play, but they're going to keep the infield in. Ball gets away from Robertson, runner down the line trying to score, and he will make it. That ties the game. So now second and third. Now the infield really needs to be in. 1-0 the count to Wade. Fastball is outside. Two runs home here for Warrensburg in the 7th. They've tied the game at 6. Foul back to the screen, 2-1. First 2 hits at the inning were not hit hard. Little dunker into right center and a ground ball just out of the reach of Gambrell. Swing and a miss by Wade, 2-2. Breaking ball low, full count. Way outside, ball 4, and the bases loaded once again. Batter will be Rockhold. Kyle Altick will come out of the Ottawa dugout. Warm-up action for Warrensburg down the right field line. That is Payne, right-hander. So the Arrows are going to make a pitching change here. No, I'm sorry. They will leave Hadel in the ballgame to face Rockhold, who is 1 for 3. Infield is in. Went around, strike 1. Curve low. Evens the count, 1-1. 6-6 tie, top of the 7th. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Strike 3 called. Big strikeout right there for Hadel. His 4th of the game, and now with 2 outs, the batter will be Zink. Zink called out on strikes, his only time up. Fastball swung on and missed. set. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Being down the count 0-2 now. Swart came out swinging. So Hadel works out any further jam, but Warrensburg ties it. 2 runs, 3 hits, no Ottawa errors, 3 left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th, tied up at 6, and you're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Let's face it, auto insurance can be confusing. Do you know your comprehensive from your collision, your no-fault from liability, your premium from your deductible? After an accident is no time to find out that your definition of full coverage is actually different from what your policy says. Let local State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King explain auto insurance in terms you can understand.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa or visit online at keithking.net.
Post 131 has a new pitcher here to start the 7th inning. It's right-hander Payne. Schroeder moves from left field in behind the plate. And let's see who they send out to left field. Looks like it will be Parrott as Mitchell goes back to shortstop. Arrows will send to the plate Gambrell, Hadel, and Robertson here in the 7th. They need a run to win it. They could not hold the lead in the top of the inning. Mitchell wound up going 4 innings. He allowed 4 runs, 6 hits. He walked 1 and he struck out 5. Ty Gambrell will lead things off. Ty is 0 for 3. We'd like to see him get something he could pull here. Pitch low and inside. Low, 2-0. Strike on the outside corner, 2-1. Crowder to short, slowly hit. Mitchell's up with it, double clutches, throws, and he is safe. Gambrell beat it out, but he's hobbling down the right field line. Looks like he twisted his right ankle, but boy, he hustled down the line. Brock Huddleston over there with him. Gambrell getting to his feet now. Let's see if he can walk that off. Just pretty much a routine ground ball to the shortstop, but Mitchell kind of double clutched and Gambrell hustling all the way beat it out. Logan Sterling now will run for Gambrell. The batter will be Brett Hadel. Brett is 0 for 1. Stretched by Payne. Hadel to bunt. Gets it down foul down the first baseline. So very important in a sacrifice situation that you make sure you get that bunt down fair. You're not bunting for a base hit. You were sacrificing yourself to get that runner to second base. Third baseman in on the grass now. Hadel again to bunt. Takes up high. Winning run at first base, nobody out. Stretch. 1-1 pitch. Hagel again to bunt. Bunts it foul back and out of play. Now 1-2. Let's see if Ottawa keeps the bunt on here. Breaking ball just missed. 2-2. Safe lead for Sterling at first. Struck him out with a breaking ball. And 1 out in the inning. Now Liam Robertson. Liam is 1 for 3, a single back in the first. He's driven home a run. Down low, nice stop by Schroeder. Stretch. 1-0 pitch. Called strike. Robertson dumps it into right field. It's a base hit. Sterling around second. He's going to try for third. He's going to make it. So Robertson goes the opposite way and singles to right. The winning run's now at third with 1 out. The batter, Wyatt Johnston, who's 2 for 4. Warrensburg's middle infielder playing back. They're going to walk Johnston. That will load the bases and bring to the plate Wayne Laurie. Wayne with a couple of walks, a couple of runs scored, 0 for 2 otherwise. And now, Warrensburg's going to bring in a 5th infielder, it would appear. So 5 infielders. Payne's going to work from the full windup. Fastball low. Up too high, it's 2-0. Down low, 3 balls and no strikes. One more wide one, and the Arrows will take this game home. Right down the middle, Laurie was taking 3-1. Let's see if he's given the green light here on a 3-1 count. Grounder to short. Fielded by the third baseman. He'll throw to the plate and get the out there. So that's just what Warrensburg needed. Play goes 5-2. The batter will be Aiden Michael. Aiden is 3 for 3 in the game. Now the defense back to normal positions. Payne from the windup. Kerr for a strike. Robertson at third base, Johnston at second, Wayne Laurie at first. Strike 2 with a fastball. And now Michael has got to protect the plate. out with a fastball. So the Arrows can't come up with the winning run. We'll go to extra innings. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left on base. After 7, a 6-6 tie. We're back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
It's late at night. You've been visiting family and you're on your way home. You didn't see the deer in front of you until it was too late. Everyone is safe. Your vehicle did its job and protected you. Now you get to find out if your auto insurance does the same. It will, because you have State Farm Auto Insurance through local agent Keith King in Ottawa.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa or visit online at keithking.net.
Well, bonus baseball, hate to say that. Ottawa had a golden opportunity to win it in the 7th, but we'll go to the 8th now, tied up at 6. Top of the order for Warrensburg, Mitchell, Schroeder, and Payne. Brett Hadel out for his 4th inning of work. Ty Gambrell is back out at second base. This, as we mentioned, the first game being played in this tournament is a severe thunderstorm moved through the area mid-morning and wiped out the first games. This was the first field they could get ready, and fortunately it was our game. Tomorrow, Ottawa is scheduled to play at 12:30 at Green Valley High School and at 5:30 back here at Hidden Valley Park. Mitchell, the batter, he is 2 for 3. Breaking ball outside. I believe this is the first extra inning ball game Ottawa's played this season. Down low with a fastball, 2-0. Three balls, no strikes. Pitch down inside and low. And high, ball 4, the leadoff walk here in the 8th. Schroeder, the batter, he's 2 for 4, singles his last 2 times up. Drove home a run in the 4th inning and then got the 2-run rally in the 7th going with a single into right center. Throw over to first, runner back. Another throw to first. Mitchell's back safely. Mitchell stole a base back in the first, so he is a threat to go. Pitch from Hadel is a breaking ball over the outside corner, strike 1. Oh, one to Schroeder, runner goes, pitch is popped up foul down the right field line. Everybody giving chase, but it'll drop out of the reach of Mundell and Michael. So Warrensburg had the hit and run on there. Count now to Schroeder, 2 strikes. Runner at first, nobody out. Struck him out with a fastball. 1 away. 6 strikeouts now for Brett Hadel. Here is Payne, 2 for 4, singles in the third and the seventh. Hadel's breaking ball is outside. Leading away at first is Mitchell. They throw that way, and he's back. Want to know the count to Payne. Runner goes. Pitch is swung on and missed. Throw is offline. And down to second base goes Mitchell, representing the lead run. Check of the runner at second. 1-1 pitch. Kerr for a strike. Just got a piece of it, nicked it back to the mound. Hadel will play to first base, gets the out there. The runner, Mitchell, moved to third base. He was about 2/3 of the way when Hadel got that ball, and Brett might have had a play on him. Elected to take the sure out. And now here is Parrott, who is 2 for 2. Hadel will work from the stretch. Breaking ball low and outside. 6-6 tie, top of the 8th. Missed away, 2-0. Going to go ahead and walk Parrott now. And the batter will be Connard. Connard 1 for 3. He was intentionally walked his last time up. Runner goes from first. Pitch is off the chest protector of the home plate umpire, and a wild pitch. Throw to run scores. Runner down to third base on the play. Well, I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know whether Robertson got crossed up or just what, but pitch caught either the umpire or the catcher in the chest protector. Mitchell scores. There, Warrensburg takes the lead. Pitch to Connard in the dirt. That one rolls away from Robertson, and down the line to score comes Parrott, and it's now 8-6. Base is empty now. Way high, 3-0. Well, all this happening after 2 were out. Call a strike on the outside corner. Arrows in the bottom of the 8th will have Hole, Swanson, and Mundell. Up and in, ball 4. Third walk of the inning for Hadel, who may be tiring. His pitch count is up near 70 now. Actually 71. The batter is Barron, He was 0 for 2. Breaking ball outside. Fastball high, throw to first, runner back. Warrensburg has scored twice here in the 8th. They lead it 8-6. Low, that gets away from Robertson, and the runner down to second. Called strike, 3-1. Curve misses, ball 4. And Kyle Altick out of the Ottawa dugout. Hadel now with 6 walks and a hit batsman here in the game. He has struggled with his control here in the 8th. He'll stay in the contest to face Wade, who is 0 for 2 with a couple of walks. No, I take that back. Otto's going to change pitchers here. Wayne Laurie being brought on. We'll take a quick 30-second break. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
There's good, and there's great. DVD movies are good. High-definition Blu-ray movies are great. Buses are good. Limousines are great. In the field of construction, there's good, and there's great. Which do you want working on your home's foundation or putting on a metal roof? Pole barns, epoxy floors, steel buildings, or concrete construction? There's a lot of good out there. There's only one great. C.S. Cunningham, 785-242-7101.
Wayne Laurie brought on to pitch here. He's appearing for the 7th time. No wins, 2 losses, 8.88 earned run average, 8 2/3 innings. Allowed 13 hits, 17 runs, 11 earned, walked 11 and struck out 5. Hadel will stay in the ball game, and he will play shortstop. Swanson will move to third. Wade, the batter, again, he is 0 for 2. Stretch and the pitch in there for a strike. Way inside, in fact, actually behind him. 1-1 now. Hit the left field, and shallow, has a chance to drop, but Johnston will get there and make the catch. Warrensburg in the 8th, 2 runs, no hits. No Ottawa errors and 2 left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Ottawa down 8-6. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
You got to the game late, and the only place to park turned out to be a little too close to foul territory. But you're not worried. In fact, you watch the rest of the game before you even go check the damage. How can you be so confident? Your auto insurance is with local State Farm agent Keith King. There's a reason State Farm is the largest auto insurer in the U.S.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa or visit online at keithking.net.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Well, the Arrows trailing by 2 need a couple of runs here in the bottom of the 8th to keep it going. 3, of course, would be even better. They'll send into play Michael Hull, Cole Swanson, and Brody Mundell. Warrensburg pitcher Payne worked himself into and out of a jam in the 7th. Ottawa had the bases loaded with just one out, but Payne got Wayne Laurie to round to a force play, and then he struck out Aiden Michael. Michael Hull in the ball game is 1 for 2, a double his last time up to left field. Payne winds and pitches up over the head of Hull with a breaking ball, strike one, or ball one rather. Low, 2-0. Swing and a miss. Hull after that 2-0 pitch. He needs to remember his team's down by a couple runs, the base runners. Low and outside, 3-1 now. Line drive, base hit left field. So the leadoff man is on. Batter Cole Swanson. Cole is 2 for 3. Twelve hits now for the Arrows. Swanson hits it to center, going back on it, Connard. He's got room and makes the catch. So one down. Here is Brody Mundell. Brody's 0 for 3. He walked and scored back in the second. Stretched by Payne. Pitch Mundell has popped up near the bag at first. Rockhold in foul territory makes the play, and there's 2 down. So it'll be up to Ty Gambrell. But Ryan Laurie is going to pinch hit here, it looks like. Ryan Laurie on the season, 211, no homers and 7 runs batted in. Had a good game against Chanute the other night, had 3 hits. The looper on the infield, that's going to fall to Wade, and then he is safe at first. Laurie beat it out, and on the play down to third goes Hull, so the Arrows are still alive. That ball was looped, and it fell between the first baseman Rockhold and the second baseman Wade, and Laurie hustled it out, beat it out. So now the winning run comes to the plate, Brett Hadel. Brett is 0 for 2. Takes outside. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Fouled it back to the screen. He jammed him a bit. So now Hadel needs to shorten up a little bit, make sure he gets contact on the ball. One-two pitch. Ball hit down the left field line. Twisting. It is a foul ball. Hadel reaching for that pitch up around the O insignia on his helmet. Fouled it off down the left field line, so he's still alive. Hole at third, Ryan Laurie at first. Outside, 2-2. Runners lead away. Down below the knees, a full count. So now 3-2 out. Laurie can move with this pitch, and something hitting the gap could get the game tied. Ball four outside, and the bases are loaded. Liam Robertson, the batter. Liam singled his last time up. He is 2 for 4. Payne's going to work from the windup here. Outside corner, strike one. Curve is over, strike two called. Fouled it back. Robertson had a good rip. Count remains 0-2. Struck him out with a breaking ball, and the game is over. In the eighth for the Arrows, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 3 left on base, and the final score, Warrensburg 8, Ottawa 6. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with more. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Many people are finding themselves spending more and more time sitting behind a computer or standing for long hours during the day. Each time we lean forward 60 degrees, the stress placed on our neck is increased dramatically. Bad posture can lead to numbness, pain, tense nerves, and even affect your breathing. Stress on your neck can also lead to tense upper back and shoulder muscles, resulting in frequent headaches due to this poor posture. This is Dr. Sherry Jung at Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic. Give us a call today for a no-charge consultation at 785-242-4100.
It is good to know your AC is ready for the summer. Before it gets hot, call Adamson Brothers for a spring tune-up today at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
This is Chase Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. I learned very young being in the funeral business wasn't just a job, it was a way of life. Never dull, sometimes stressful, but always fulfilling. I wanted to be a part of that and carry on the family tradition.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323. Kramer Pharmacy, your local hometown pharmacy at 134 North Main, encourages you during the Legacy Square construction to use their free citywide at-home delivery. Call Kramer Pharmacy, 242-2055, and visit KramerRx.com and download their free mobile app.
Be listening to KOFO every Friday morning for your chance to win a VIP prize pack to see Dustin Evans and the Good Times Band rocking the arena at the Franklin County Fair on July 19th.
Win tickets,
a meet and greet with the band,
and all access at the show.
It's the party of the summer, and you could be a VIP from KOFO.
A frustrating loss for the Arrows here this afternoon as they fall in 8 innings to Warrensburg, 8-6. Warrensburg jumped out to a 3-0 lead in the second. Ottawa got a run in their half of the second on a sacrifice fly by Liam Robertson. Arrows pulled within 1 in the third on an RBI single by Cole Swanson. But then in the fourth, Warrensburg got a run. Ottawa got it right back in their half of the fourth on a 2-out double by Aiden Michael. And then the Arrows took the leads with 3 runs in the sixth. Again, it was Michael coming through with a double, this time a 2-run line drive down the left field line. And then he came in on the double by Michael Hull, but the Arrows couldn't hold the lead in the seventh. They let Warrensburg tie it. Ottawa loaded the bases with 1 out in the bottom of the inning and came up empty. And then Warrensburg got 2 runs in the eighth without a hit. A couple of wild pitches were key in the inning. And the Arrows loaded the bases once again in the bottom of the eighth, but couldn't get the runs home, and they fall here 8-6. 8 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors, and 11 left for Warrensburg. 6 runs, 13 hits, 1 error, 16 men left on base for Ottawa. Winning pitcher for Warrensburg was Payne, and the losing pitcher for Ottawa, Brett Hadel. He is now 1-3 on the season. Again, at this point in time, the schedule shows Ottawa playing at 12:30 tomorrow and again at 5:30, and we'll have the action for you. Keep your radios tuned to KOFO in case there might be any schedule changes. This afternoon, Warrensburg beats the Arrows 8-6 in 8 innings, and this is Gary Bateman saying so long from Blue Springs.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of Ottawa Arrows Post 60 American Legion Baseball on KOFO. Brought to you by title sponsor, State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. And by the Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, Quality Structures Incorporated, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Sutton's Jewelry, Advent Health Ottawa. And by the Ottawa Recreation Commission, Kramer Pharmacy, Cosentino's Price Chopper, Kansas State Bank. Also by Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, Arvest Bank, CarStar, C.S. Cunningham Construction, and the City of Ottawa. This has been an exclusive presentation from your home of Ottawa Arrows Post 60 American Legion Baseball and your sports source for East Central Kansas.